Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. And action. There is nothing like a full Sunday where you're just a lazy bum on your couch while your diet consists of chips, chicken wings, pizza, and soda for a whole about 16 hours or so. That, my friends, is the NFL season. From watching your team slip you into an unlimited season-long depression over and over because they can't get the ball past the line of scrimmage, all the way up until your boy, whose team won the Super Bowl last year, has to call you numerous times over and over to remind you how much your team sucks because it's the only way he can compensate for his lack of masculinity. Or even the fantasy season where you decided to draft Kyle Pitts in round 5 because you still believe that there is hope. The 3-page long injury reports of yet another Tua Tagovailoa concussion, to watching our favorite comedy show called The Dallas Cowboys while Jerry Jones casually burns his entire franchise to the ground. Instances of just being a Bears fan and having to hear it casually over and over that this is their year. Spoiler, it isn't. We cover it all, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pick 6. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pick 6 presented by Street Logic Sports. My name is Yusuf Shaban. I'm joined by my usual suspects.
Isaiah Brune.
Magicity.
We are without Naoki this week. He will be back next week. But anyway, let's get into the football. We're not going to waste your time today. Lots of injuries in week 4. But football was still as entertaining as ever. Baltimore is ass. The Chargers and the Niners dropped their first games each. The Eagles remain undefeated.
Yes,
with
sir.
Jalen Hurts completing 0 passes in the second half against Tampa.
Hey.
The Bengals would lose to a fucking Frosh team in high school. And fantasy football just gets better and better every single week. So let's start off with that. Let's start with some fantasy updates. Majid, we'll go with you first. Any updates in any of your main leagues right now? Any trades or anything that you've done? How'd you do? Did you win?
First of all, this week was pretty even. I went 3-2 in the 5. I'm in like 5 leagues, by the way, guys. But I went
What about your
3-2.
most important league to you?
The most important league, it's 2 of them. I lost one, I won one. One of the teams that just got freaking absolute fucked. Obviously, I told you guys about. I lost CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, and Mike Evans also. I'm kind of just stuck with Igbuka there at receiver for me.
What's your record in your 2 important leagues?
In that one, I don't even know, bro. I think I'm like 3-1 in one, and the other one I'm 2-2 or 1-3. Yeah, it's looking like that.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on mine.
And Lamar,
Well, no, you're
and
4-0.
Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson.
I am 4-0, but I'm probably, out of any undefeated team in fantasy right now, I'm probably in the worst spot possible. I'll break it down real quick. So I got Lamar Jackson at quarterback. We all know what's going on with that. He decided to sub himself out in the fourth quarter of that game against the Chiefs.
Yep.
No idea what the fuck happened. Came out that there was a hamstring issue. And then it came out that he could miss 2 to 3 weeks. So there goes my quarterback. My backup, by the way, is Jordan Love, who's on bye this week. Wonderful. So I had to pick up C.J. Stroud naturally.
Yikes.
Let's add the fact that Alex Tipping is a fucking terrorist and has 5 quarterbacks on his team.
He has 4, and he tried to add a 5th, but he can't because you can only have 4 quarterbacks in our league
On one
max.
team.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I have Trey Benson, who I got the delight of
Waking up to
the delight of a Wednesday to wake up to him getting surgery on his knee. He's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. He's on IR.
Bro.
Thank you. Out of nowhere. I would like to add also, I have Bijan Robinson, who is on bye week this week. My other running back that was next to Trey Benson was Bucky Irving, who I guess they decided to share the news that he was on crutches in a walking boot this morning at practice, which is surprising to me because after he got hurt, he decided to then have a 75-yard touchdown on said sprained foot that he has, which is awesome. And then, just to make matters worse, I traded Deebo Samuel and Marvin Harrison last week, which could have been my depth that I could have used for this week. Instead, I have to start Jordan Addison, which is not ideal, but we roll on. My starting running backs this week are Zach Charbonnet and Sean Tucker.
God.
Oh my god,
So it's
bro.
easy to say that I will be getting fucking spanked.
Lord.
Sean Tucker is projected 7.69 points, and Charbonnet is projected 9.2.
I will
And
like
they're
to say though, Sean Tucker, I have a good feeling about it.
He's
If-
nice.
He's fast as hell. I think he has some crazy stat right now where he has like 285 return yards because he's their kickoff returner and punt returner at the moment. So that's good to see.
Is
but
Rashad White still questionable? Or is he in?
no, Rashad White's in.
He's in. Okay.
It's still not confirmed yet whether Bucky's going to actually miss time because the coach did state if he's out of the walking boot by Friday, he has a good chance to play, which would be nice. But I would assume that Rashad White would handle a lot of, the running and then the receiving work will be split. But, I mean, I've accepted it. You know what I mean?
Let me let it be known that this man, Isaiah, before all of this happened, texted the chat last night saying 4-0. 4-0, by the way, y'all all suck. We wake up this morning, this dude's whole team is just red.
It makes no sense, though.
Bro, it's so bad. He's also, to add insult to injury, Brandon Ayuk is still on IR.
Yeah, and John Lynch stated that he's not close to returning.
Yeah, so he wasted a pick on that. But it's okay. You're 4-0. You have room to
I have
fuck
room
up.
to lose.
Don't get me even started with Malik Neighbor, bro. Like I lost two
Shut
knees.
up. I don't even want to get started on
Two
that.
knees,
Don't,
bro.
We'll
don't.
get to it.
Neighbors.
Yeah, let's
Ed Hill.
how about we start with that since we want to talk about Malik Neighbors? Yeah, he was my wide receiver 1, Majid.
Me too in one of my leagues. He was my wide
Yeah.
receiver 1 in one of my leagues.
You know how many points he's gotten me in the last 2 weeks?
4.
6. 6 points.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Yeah. Towards
No,
ACL.
he had that game against Dallas.
That was the
that's
week
in the
before.
last 2 weeks.
That was 3 weeks ago.
That was 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, that was what. Like
That was week
It was
2.
week 2. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Where he went stupid. He had like almost 40.
Yeah. So I had Malik Neighbors go down with an ACL tear, which was just very convenient. Additionally, Ricky Pearsall is now out for Thursday.
Damn.
And I'm fucked pretty much. I have the Niners defense, which I'm definitely going to drop ASAP because I think we're going to get ass fucked very soon. But I had to make a trade because my running game and my receiver game was cooked because guess who my wide receiver 2 was? T. Higgins. How fantastic that must have been.
T shittins, bro.
So I made a trade. My trade was I gave up Devon Achane, which was my running back 2. I gave up T. Higgins and Jordan Mason. In return, I received Darnell Mooney, Tony Pollard, and Justin Jefferson.
See, this is the part of the trade I'm battling with. It's a hefty price tag. But then when you really, push it out into the grand scheme of things, Jordan Mason's a rental because Aaron Jones will be back.
In a couple weeks.
Who the fuck knows whether or not Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones will be able to be fantasy relevant at the same time. But regardless, that makes it difficult for Jordan Mason nonetheless. Devon Achane is the biggest
Loss right there.
The biggest loss right there.
It hurt.
But you do have James Cook, and regardless of what people say about Tony Pollard, I think he's a serviceable running back. He's been kind of not the best in terms of fantasy, but we'll get to it later because we have some more stuff about Tony Pollard. But I think Tony Pollard and Jordan Mason kind of present the same thing, and while at the same time, Tony Pollard is the actual RB1 for the future for the Titans, whereas Jordan Mason isn't.
Yeah, I think Pollard is a fine replacement, Yusuf, in that sense. It just comes down to, obviously, you guys know where I stand with Carson Wentz. I love Carson Wentz. It just depends on, you clearly see when Carson Wentz is there, Carson Wentz wants to throw the ball. You see Addison, who first game back, I know it was that last catch that he got that kind of got him his points, but you see freaking Justin Jefferson against that Steelers defense that we talk about.
JJ is JJ, bro.
Yeah, JJ McCarthy didn't want to throw him the ball, so.
And maybe that'll, this whole Carson Wentz situation will wake up JJ McCarthy a little bit and
throw the ball.
Let him understand that he has the best wide receiver in football to throw to.
Yeah. Let me also
the T.
remind
Higgins
you guys,
and Darnell Mooney was a wash. I mean,
yeah. Let me also remind you of like the whole situation for Jordan Mason. His schedule coming up is fucked.
Tough, yeah.
He has Cleveland,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about.
Second
We're gonna
fantasy.
talk. We're gonna talk about Jordan Mason, but he's got Cleveland. He's got a bye week. Then he's got Philly. Then he's got the Chargers. Then he's got Detroit. Then Baltimore. Then Chicago. Then Green Bay. Then Seattle. Then the Commanders. then the Cowboys, and the Giants, and the Lions again, then the Packers again.
Yep.
So
He's done for the
it's
year.
not looking great. Like receiver wise, that's not bad. But running back wise, it's fucked. We'll talk about that later in the show because we have to talk about Jordan Mason. But yeah, it was I was willing to give up HN if I was gonna get Jettas. Obviously, it sucks, but yeah, bro, I needed to make a move happen.
I mean, you do
because
have
right
James
now it's
Cook.
rough.
He'll carry his low premium.
Yeah, you have James Cook.
Yeah, and I need Ricky Pearsall to be healthy. Right now, he's got that minor PCL injury. Darnell Mooney and DJ Moore are both on bye weeks on my bench. So, yeah, bro. I mean,
you got your
it's
new
rough.
wide receiver one.
I do.
Replacing
my new
Malik
wide
with JJ isn't that bad.
That's something I would have been crying home about if it was last season, but right now it's just looking a little rough. So
Yeah.
we'll see, bro. Yeah, I'm not mad about the trade. I'm mad that it was something that I had to do.
Mhm.
I'm 1-3 right now. It's not looking great. I was winning. I had a 60% chance of winning up until the fucking Monday night game or Sunday night game. Forgive me,
You play
And then-
Jared, right?
Zafer.
Zafer. Yeah, I mean, you got points for on your side still. I think you're third or fourth in the league in points for.
Yeah, bro. I was number 2.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
but
it's
also
a long
I
season,
was
man.
I was number 2 in points for. I'm number 1 in points against, bro. Like everyone has their best weeks against
Hey,
me.
that's literally fantasy football for you, bro.
It
It's
is
bullshit.
fantasy football.
No, imagine you don't get it. This happens every year.
To
This
him.
happens every year.
To him.
It
It's not.
happens
It's not even a
every
joke.
fucking year. I'm not.
Something
Wallahi,
has
I'm
to
not
change.
joking.
It's not a
Wallahi,
joke,
I'm not
bro.
joking.
I got
You guys hear me, my fellow Muslims.
3 years ago, bro?
Wallahi al-azim. Uqsim billah al-azim. I am not lying to you. Every year in fantasy football, everyone has their highest or second highest scoring week against me. I will be the second highest scorer in the league, and I'll be playing the number 1 scorer of that week.
I promise you. I think it was 2 years ago. I think Yusuf had like 2,200 points
God
against.
damn.
It gets dark for Yusuf over in fantasy.
bullshit,
football.
bro. I get
You
fucked
did make the
over.
playoffs last year, though.
Bro, I get fucked over every year. Anyway, let's move on, please. Let's hop into the Boomer Bust review for week 4. It was dark, bro.
Yeah, we all need to apologize, guys.
Yes, I apologize.
Sorry, guys.
Badger, apologize.
I'm not apologizing. No, I'm not. You know.
Say sorry, motherfucker.
No, I'm not gonna say sorry because Tyreek Hill was well on his way. Tyreek Hill was already at like 14 or 15 points by whenever.
Yeah, and then what?
and then his knee snapped literally 360. His knee was here and his knee's turning this way.
Yeah. Precisely.
And don't even get me started with fucking DK Metcalf,
Boom. Boom.
the shittiest
Boom!
receiver all year, and all this decided to go for 85 yards against the Vikings defense.
Yeah. But I just want to put this out there. This is speaking for all of us. We apologize. I would like to note, our claim to fame is not that we're fantasy analysts by any means. We like to bring a little bit of comedic relief to the fantasy football scene. You know, we're not always serious on this show. I mean, we can all agree on that, right?
Facts.
We don't try to act like know-it-alls. You know, we are just football fans in general, and we love fantasy football at the end of the day. So Boomer Bust is our avenue to try and show you how we see fantasy football. And currently, we see it like a bunch of fucking idiots.
Retards.
And you know what? That's just what happens, man. I mean, football is football, and shit happens, bro. It's one of the more unpredictable sports in football, or in sports. There's just so many injuries happening. I mean, it's hard to even keep up with. But I just want to apologize. We have to get into this injury report because holy shit.
God damn, all these names.
Yeah, there are some names on here. Just a quick disclaimer, the injury report is for fantasy relevant players only.
Offense, so no defense.
Offense, and we go off the latest possible news for each player. So I'm going to start us off. First player we got is Lamar Jackson. We already talked about it earlier in the show. He is expected to be out 2 to 3 weeks, but they have not formally ruled him out yet for this week. He did not practice Wednesday, which was expected. I would at least make plans to be without him. If you want to, make plans to be without him for 2 weeks. And then they got that bye week. So I would at least expect to be without Lamar Jackson for 3 weeks. If things get dicey, though, for the Ravens, you could see him back next week if they lose this week to the Texans, which is more than likely without Lamar. But, yeah, just prepare.
Okay. Bucky Irving, his foot.
God damn.
A bit of a surprise as Irving showed up to practice in a walking boot and crutches this week, coming off last Sunday where he seemingly had played his best after suffering the foot sprain by launching a 75-yard rushing touchdown. Todd Bowles stated that Irving could have a chance to play if he's able to shred that boot by Friday.
I doubt it's happening.
That's the first of the injuries on Isaiah's roster.
All right. Next,
Second, actually. This is the third.
This is the third right here. Trey Benson. First of all, when the fuck did this happen, bro? Trey Benson is literally just like...
But now it makes sense why DeMercado came in the fourth and played every snap.
So the Cardinals went 5 days without a single mention of Benson, obviously from that injury from that game Thursday night versus the Seahawks. They decided to announce Benson has undergone
arthroscop.
Some bullshit right here. You guys always give me the ones with the fucking hardest shit to say, bro. There's some bullshit.
Arthroscopic knee surgery.
Listen, his meniscus,
yes.
All right? It's expected to sideline him for 4 to 6 weeks. He's been officially placed on IR. So to all you Trey Benson owners after losing James Conner getting excited, it's a tough one right there.
Now it's Michael Carter's season. Wonderful.
And DeMarco.
Who I also wasn't able to get off waivers because they decided to drop this news at 7 in the fucking morning when I'm obviously not up and I can't make the waiver claim.
God damn, this next one. Yusuf, take us away on this one.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill, not much to report. His leg did a 360, but I can confirm dislocated knee, torn ACL, torn LCL.
Thank you,
torn
doctor.
PCL.
Does he even come back at this point?
No.
Like, is there a point?
We'll save that conversation for later.
Okay.
Because it is honestly worth a discussion, but we'll get to that. Go ahead.
Chuba Hubbard, calf. Hubbard didn't practice Wednesday due to a calf injury. Same issue as the one that led him to receiving a season-low 51% snap count share in last Sunday's game against the Patriots. He continues to be day-to-day, so just keep monitoring that.
Yeah.
Moving forward for Chuba Hubbard.
The DNP is the same as last week. Last Wednesday he didn't practice, and then he put in 2 limited efforts, so I would just keep an eye on it. But, Yusuf, this is the part of the injury report where you get to kind of take over and do as you please with it.
Lord.
This is a public service announcement to the 49ers strength and conditioning coach as well as their medical staff. Honestly, I really hope and wish the worst on every single one of you guys. Like, honest to God, I really wish... I hope that none of you guys ever succeed any more further in life. I hope all of your kids fail and drop out.
Oh my God.
I hope that your wives leave you. I hope, honestly, everything. You have caused me so much unnecessary trauma for the last God knows how many years. Nick Bosa tore his ACL last week, so it was already enough for me that I couldn't deal with that.
It looks like a career-ending tear, by the way.
Yeah, it could be a career. Yeah. So he'd already torn that ACL prior. So how do we follow it up? Well, this is how we follow it up. We play a half-injured Ricky Pearsall, who was already complaining of knee soreness entering the game. We play a Juwan Jennings, who has been dealing with the same ankle injury that he was dealing with.
Mind you, this is the same Ricky Pearsall who got shot last year.
Yeah, that's it. Juwan Jennings also picked up an injury to his ribs, right? And then we go and put out a quarterback who is not even 50% healthy and try to rush him back.
You guys were 3-0.
I swear, and you had Mac Jones
3-0.
You had Mac doing
Might I add, as a result of putting out a half-injured quarterback, he is responsible for 3 out of 4 turnovers that we had that game.
God damn.
He fumbled the ball once and threw 2 picks. So, to Kyle Shanahan and to John Lynch and to everybody that's involved in the 49ers organization, wake up and smell the coffee, please. This is unbelievable. Mac Jones had us at 3-0.
Yeah, it's
entering a week against a Jaguars team who was pretty good. I'm going to be honest.
Also, his old team.
Yeah, that was a revenge game.
And his hometown. Why would you not let that dude cook against his hometown? He's a Jacksonville boy through and through. He would have fried them motherfuckers. He was on fire. He was looking great. Offensive line was looking perfectly fine. McCaffrey's balling. Like, you could have easily walked through this team with Mac Jones at QB.
And he could have accepted the same result that you got with Purdy at quarterback, which is a
Literally,
lot.
you wouldn't be mad. You go like,
there
okay, we
is-
had our backup in.
Yeah.
There is no reason to rush Purdy back, and now you re-aggravated
Knowing-
his toe, and now
It
knowing
gets
you have the
worse.
Rams.
Knowing that on Thursday night, it's a
Yep.
quick turnaround.
Why?
The
Why?
more that we talk about it, the more
Kittle's still
dumbfounded
out.
I am by it.
Like, bro,
Why?
it can't
Kittle's
get any
still
better.
out. Fuck.
It just gets worse and worse, and now we have the Rams coming up, who are literally on fire, and have
They're going
man
to
that is
anally
arguably-
gape you.
we're fucked, bro. We're fucked.
Tomorrow's
It's
a
so
funeral, bro. Tomorrow's literally
Might
a
I
funeral in
add-
my stadium.
Gaped.
Might I add, the 49ers did not have a single QB hit in a game ever since we locked Nick Bosa. No, that's the first time we've done that in 2 years.
That's insane.
Shocking.
That's the first time we've done that in 2 years. Not
And
a single
Yusuf,
QB
do
hit.
you know who's on the other side of the ball for the Rams?
A bunch of fucking refrigerators. That's who.
We got to deal with Braden Fisk. We got to deal with Jared Verse.
Jared Verse is gonna have like 4 sacks.
God.
We got to deal with all that. That's just on defense. How about on offense? We got to deal with Devontae Adams.
Puka
We got to
Nacua.
deal with
Puka Nacua, who we're gonna
who's
talk about
arguably
later.
The best player
Yep.
in football right now.
Matthew
we got to deal
Stafford.
with Matt Stafford, who is literally in 4 weeks. Matt Stafford has a season-long montage of elite throws already.
Hey, you see
fucking
Isaiah?
cooking.
You see that? You see what we were seeing earlier in the year?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you see it right now.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it.
We also got to deal with
Kyron and
Kyron
Corum,
Williams.
both.
We
Not just
got to
Kyron,
deal
Corum.
with Tutu Atwell, and we got to deal with Blake fucking Corum.
Tutu.
I'm telling you.
We are so fucked on so many levels that I can. Let's just move on to the next injury, please, because I can't.
I got
keep
you.
doing
I got
this.
you. I got you.
Please,
Next up, we
move
got
on.
JJ McCarthy. He's got an ankle injury still. The second-year rookie is still not ready to go. He reportedly was not present at Wednesday's practice. Coach O'Connell stated that he hopes the return is soon. Possibly supporting this week will not feature McCarthy's return, but looking forward to next week, we might see the return. Although Carson Wentz did not look too bad in replacement for the injured McCarthy.
Next, we got Terry McLaurin, who was out last week. He's still dealing with the quadriceps. Fucking shit. This is fucking.
Quad. Just say quad, Magic. Just say quad, bro. Come on.
Bro, this.
Quadriceps.
Listen,
Cordero said.
chat.
Cordero quadriceps.
Hey, chat. I'm not an English major, okay? I'm not no journalism, not no English.
Just say you can't read, bro.
I can't read right now, okay? All I do is watch. I don't read, all right?
We'll start putting numbers there like Lamar Jackson. Just say numbers instead
Say
of words.
She like quadriceps.
Try to say it. Yeah.
All right. Commanders coach Dan Quinn stated that McLaurin is among injured players who are trending in the right direction. Still no report on his practice reps, so keep an eye out. But good news for the star wide receiver who the Commanders badly need after that performance last week. So
Yeah, Yusuf, you want to take this one? It's more personable for you.
Malik Neighbors, who was on my fantasy team, and he had me dreaming. He really did.
This shit was sad, bro.
Yeah.
He
it's,
finally got his
it's-
QB.
Finally got a QB. Started to look up. He already had 2 catches of 20 yards.
And then died.
Giants looked good. And then tore his ACL on the MetLife turf. It's like it's almost
it's a
poetic.
joke, bro.
Things go
The
with
Odell.
Giants
I'm not
wide
even
receivers,
listen. I'm
man.
not even laughing because he got hurt. I'm just laughing of how many people, how pathetic it is. How many people have complained of that field from Odell Beckham's time till
You know,
now.
Odell Beckham
He
tore his
literally-
ACL against the Chargers.
Exactly. It's crazy how that literally every
Fucking wild.
bro. I'm telling you.
And
it's
the
like-
Bengals.
Yeah.
And they're talking about we got the World Cup here in America coming next year. They want to fix those fields. Listen, guess what? You're gonna have at least
Yeah.
6 torn ACLs per game if they keep it up at MetLife.
Well, the beautiful part about soccer is that your ACL is not as at risk as in football,
yeah.
due to the cuts. But no, like turf should not be like sacrificing your ligaments for just a little bit more sharper cuts and more speed is just not worth it. It's not. I'm
Clearly.
gonna be honest.
He wanted to leave early for the NBA YoungBoy concert. That's why.
Malik Neighbors, he looked like he was going to have a fantastic breakout campaign. 18 catches on 35 targets, 271 yards and 2 touchdowns, both that came against the Cowboys in that incredible game. So yeah, he's done for the year. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and then we'll round out the injury report with the last name. We got C.D. Lamb. He is
Need him back.
dealing with that high ankle sprain. Not to present any false hope, but Coach Brian Schottenheimer did state that Lamb is progressing very well in his recovery. When regarding his status for Sunday's game, he said, "We will see how the week goes." So I think that's good news for a CD Lamb and CD Lamb fantasy owners who was expected to miss up to 4 weeks. He could be back as early as this week, just depending on how he practices. But I wouldn't expect it.
Because the way Pickens played, I think that was a huge thing.
Precisely.
Pickens showed he could be that wide receiver.
That's going to do it, though, for the Week 5 injury report. A lot of names. Hopefully that's a little shorter next week, but I doubt it because fuck us, right? Anyway, Majid, you are first. Now, is this the week?
This is it.
This is the week?
Chat, we're going 2-0 this week. This is the week.
Shut the fuck up.
Yusuf, give us a good energy. This needs to be the week. We've
we
been
don't
fucking
have a
embarrassing.
choice.
We've
We
been
don't have a
fucking
choice.
embarrassing.
Listen,
I know.
Boom and bust. Boom and bust is here now. All right, this is 6-0 this week.
All right, then start
All right,
us off with
let's
the
go.
first name.
Devontae Adams from the LA Rams. Listen, we're talking about Devontae Adams earlier, obviously, and obviously the, as you say, gape that's going to happen tomorrow to the 49ers. I don't see anything, changing. So the Rams are coming off a really good comeback win versus the Colts, who are a respected, defensive team. You good, Yusuf? A well-respected
crying thinking
3-0
about it.
Colts team. Adams reeled in 4 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown. Obviously, we've been talking about the Colts this year and the defense that they've had. Devontae Adams kind of looks like a touchdown machine this year.
He really
If you realize,
does.
Like, he's been averaging around that 15 to 17 weekly.
He's
but it's
clearly
coming
Stafford's red zone look.
Exactly. Nakua's been more of that dump off, kind of flats or slants quick.
Cooper
but
Cup roll.
Exactly. So his matchup obviously is against the 49ers tomorrow in that Thursday night game. His week 5 PPR projection is 15.1. And I got his boom projection at 20.5. So if you guys have Devontae Adams, I think this is a must start. Against, obviously, we're talking about Robert Saleh returning to San Fran. It's been a huge difference for the Niners. But obviously, unfortunately, with all the injuries the Niners are having, it just shows that the Rams are going to probably have the ball most of the game. So
Yeah, I got him, so I'm hoping for a big game.
Same
I
here.
need it.
I started him.
I need it more than anything. My boom player for this week is none other than Tony Pollard from the Tennessee Titans. Woo!
Correction, we're going 5-1, guys. We're going 5-1
Yes, a Tennessee Titans player is
on a boom.
on a
Wow.
boom and not a bust. Fuck you, Yusuf. Week 5. By
I
the
have
way,
him on my team.
I don't even think we acknowledge the fact that
I have
he's
him
been
on my team.
He's been picking on the Titans
player
all
every
year,
week. Yep.
and all of a sudden you trade for him. But
It's
it's all right.
perfect
It's all right.
timing.
It's all right. It's all right. I believe in it. His Week 5 matchup is the
timing.
Arizona Cardinals. His Week 5 PPR projection is 11.9, and my boom projection is 16.5 points. I think it's been quite the offensive masterclass from Cam Ward this season, averaging a whopping 12 points per game. I think this offense is seemingly all alone at the bottom of every single statistical category there can possibly be made. But I think that the one bright spot on this offense has been Tony Pollard. Not exactly fantasy football efficient, as he's only seen the end zone once this year, but he is averaging almost 4 yards per carry. He is averaging 18 touches a game, which is huge. I noticed that Tyjae Spears is returning from IR from the preseason injury that he suffered.
Yep.
But I don't think that's a worry. No, honestly, I don't. If anything, I think it allows Pollard to run the ball a little bit more freely, and it opens up the pass game, which is where Spears is usually the
Known
biggest
for.
threat, and what he's known for. Cardinals defense allows the 8th most fantasy points to running backs this year, seeing a week where they allowed over 100 yards from scrimmage to Kenneth Walker and allowing an end zone score to Zach Charbonnet. It's just Pollard over there, so I see good things from there. I truly think that if any game were to translate his efficiency so far this season into actual boom fantasy points, it is this week. I think if you have Tony Pollard, you should be starting him, no doubts whatsoever. This is my hit.
I like
We're
it
gonna
just
do it.
because obviously this is a must-win game for the Titans, bro.
Must
This
win.
is a must-win, and it's doable against this, Cardinals
Yes.
team. So,
Yeah.
Yusuf,
All right.
I like
For
it.
the first time.
I like it.
For the first time in his professional career, Travion Henderson is on the boomer bust list, and he's a boom player. He is going up against the Buffalo Bills this week with a projection of 8.6 points. I have him listed as a boom projection at 16.3. We're aiming for the double, ladies and gentlemen. The Bills have been very generous to rushing offenses this year. They're allowing over 160 yards on the ground per game,
Damn.
and they let the Saints run for 189 yards. Now, that's bad for anyone to give up, but to the Saints should be a federal crime.
Now wait,
Um,
not just the Saints. It was not Kamara. I don't know why Kamara to
Yeah.
Kendry Miller.
Mara had a bad game. Yeah.
To Kendry Miller,
Um,
bro.
Travion Henderson is starting to finally get those RB1 type of touches, having his heaviest work last week. Although he only had 7 carries, he averaged almost 5 yards per carry. He had a rushing touchdown as well, giving him his highest fantasy output scoring week at 12.6 points. He has emerged to be the RB1 over Ramondre Stevenson. I say this is an RB2 flex start. If you have Travion Henderson, I say start him. The Bills defense is not great. I think they're going to do a lot of damage on the ground here, and I think it's very
Henderson
likely
looked
that they do.
fantastic last week.
Yeah.
He looks awesome. He looks awesome.
He
Bro.
looks miles. I don't know what dirt Ramondre Stevenson has on the Patriots front office.
To have him playing.
It's
as
got to be
starter.
something crazy, bro. Because
He did exactly what he said he would do.
he's a great he's a great pass
Yeah.
blocker. Don't get me wrong, Ramondre Stevenson, and I assume that's why he's in the game. But Travion Henderson was the best pass blocker at the running back position
Bro,
in college coming into the draft. That's what
we
was on his
saw-
scouting report was pass blocking.
But we kind of projected this from the beginning in one of our early episodes.
We said no, bro. We literally
said
said
he's
it
gonna take
verbatim.
over.
Imagine we said Ramondre's gonna have a week where he gives you like 25 points, and the
he's
very
gonna
next
shit
week he's
the
gonna give you like
bag.
2.
Exactly.
It's literally happened within the first 3 weeks.
He's
of the
been a
season.
fantasy football terrorist for as long as I can remember. But
For his whole
the
career.
thing that fucking blows my mind is they're practically the same back. What they do the best, they do the same. They do the same. Granted, Travion Henderson, the reason why I think he should be the starting running back, he's younger, he's faster, he's better all around in every aspect of football.
and he doesn't fumble like Ramondre.
And he doesn't fumble the fucking football.
That's the main thing,
which is
bro.
insane. Like
Ramondre's looking worse
the
than
amount
Derrick
of
Small
Henry.
sample size.
the amount of crucial, the amount
That's
of
true, yeah.
true, but the amount of crucial turnovers and
Ramondre
bad
has,
plays
yep.
Ramondre has, it's just it blows
It
my
costed
mind.
the Patriots a game. Literally, his fumbles costed them a win.
It blows my mind. But yeah, I love the pick, Yusuf. I really hope that we go 3 for 3.
I hope so too.
Go ahead, Majid. Present us
All
the
right.
first bus player.
My next one. This is going to be a little
This
surprising
is
after the week he
spicy.
had. Hey, that's what Street Logic Sports is. All right, we got to keep it spicy here. Ashton Genty from the Las Vegas Raiders. His Week 5 matchup is the Indianapolis Colts. His Week 5 PPR projection is 14.4, with his bus projection being 8.4.
It's spicy, brother.
So listen, the moment all Genty owners been waiting for all season. The reason why you guys drafted Genty in the first round, why you picked him so high, people had him rated as the third best running back coming into this fantasy draft. Genty finished with 138 rushing yards off of 21 carries and a rushing touchdown, as well as 2 catches for 2 catching touchdowns that had him at 33.5 points last week.
He was killing me last week.
Hey, finally, the load management was taken off.
Yeah, no load management last week.
It was
The
nice.
fuck?
It was nice to see. But hate to break it to you guys, it was the Chicago Bears that they were playing.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
True.
It was the Chicago Bears that arguably, are
What
probably
a fucking L, by the way.
I swear, that was a tough way to go. Listen, I don't know what voodoo they've been doing on these blocked kicks. This whole year has just been block punt, block kicks.
Yep.
That's a tough way to go out, but obviously Genty will not be doing good against this red hot Colts team that are looking to bounce back from a heartbreaking last minute loss, obviously, to the Rams with Tutu Atwell getting that game winner. So I expect the Colts to start in hot and shut down the Raiders early on. So I don't really expect anything this week from Genty against that Colts defense.
They did play Kyron
Colts.
really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Colts really won that game. If we're being honest.
Oh,
You could
100%,
blame
100%.
one guy. You can blame one guy.
Adion Mitchell, bro. What is that freaking...
Adonai Mitchell's
Or Adonai,
coach,
bro. What is that celebration? You know what that reminded me of? You guys remember Deshaun Jackson against the Cowboys when he
Yes,
started
bro. That's exactly
celebrating
what happened.
and then
Yes.
dropped the ball right at the one? That's literally what it was.
Except with Deshaun
worse.
Jackson, it was worse because he did it on purpose. Like AD Mitchell, like it slipped out of his hands, so like you could feel some sympathy for him. But then he fumbled the fucking ball again, or like he had an easy ass drop or some shit earlier in the game as well. Yeah, AD Mitchell, bro, he lost in that game. Anyway, moving on. Next player, Zay.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, speaking of football terrorists, my bus player this week is Debo Samuel from the Washington Commanders or Redskins. Week 5 matchup is the Los Angeles Chargers His
Yeah.
Week 5 PPR projection is 13, and the bust projection is 8.1. It's the revival of the football terrorist himself. I think he's been nothing short but serviceable for Deebo Samuel fantasy owners. He's averaging 16.3 fantasy points per game this far. I don't think anyone had that on their bingo card, if I'm going to be completely honest. Did either of you?
It was a gamble
No.
I took him, but yeah, no one
It
expected
is a
to be
gamble.
consistently.
Yeah. The Los Angeles Chargers are coming off an absolutely fucking disgusting performance against the New York Giants, but still present the fourth best defense against wide receivers in fantasy, allowing just 25 points per game to the entire position as a whole. They have only allowed 2 rushes for 7 yards as well to all wide receivers this year, which is where I believe Deebo seems to thrive the most, especially with Austin Eckler going down. I would assume that they're going to try and rotate him into the run game a little bit more. On top of that, Deebo has been thriving lining up in the slot position most, if not every single snap without Terry McLaurin, or with Terry McLaurin in the game, which he is expected to return this week. The Chargers play the slot receiver just as good as any top 5 defense in the NFL at this moment. I expect this game to be played through everyone except Deebo on Sunday. I think you can find some better starts.
Well said on
This
that.
is just purely, I mean, I wouldn't call it bias, but this is still a real Chargers defense. You know what I'm talking about? And if you want to beat the Chargers, you got to beat them on the ground. So I don't know how much of an effect Deebo Samuel is going to have, but I don't think it's going to be anything crazy.
Agreed. Let's move on. Got Jordan Mason as my bust player for this week. We did say we're going to talk about him. He's matching up against the Cleveland Browns. He's projected 13.1 points this week. I got him at 9.1 for his bust projection. It's clear that this is Mason's backfield. He's going to be the premier back in Minnesota, right? But Aaron Jones will be coming back too. Kevin O'Connell has been vocal about playing both backs and splitting time with them. Obviously, Aaron Jones is more of a pass catcher. But Mason has shown that in his performances so far that he is the premier back in Minnesota. However, Cleveland boasts arguably the strongest run defense in the NFL thus far, led by none other than probably Defensive Player of the Year candidate Myles Garrett. They're yet to allow a running back rush for over 100 yards, and they're coming off a week where they absolutely shut down the Lions' run attack with David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. They only allowed 79 yards on the ground on 21 rushing attempts. That's absurd numbers. Mason now has to deal with that alongside the fact that Jordan Addison is entering his second week back from suspension to provide the Vikings with a little bit more cushion in the air, a little bit more support for Carson Wentz. And we know he's more of a gunslinger, so he will be looking for his receivers in Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. I say sit Jordan Mason this week as his schedule seems to be taking a turn for the very difficult. I'm not going to say the worst, but I'll say for the very difficult.
I mean, yeah, you expanded on it. It's definitely a gauntlet
Yeah, bro.
of rushing defenses.
Absolutely.
I like it, boys.
I think
Is this the week?
I think this is
I
it.
like it.
I have
like this
shit. I
one.
fucking hope.
I have one worry. I have one worry in this whole thing.
What
I
is it,
think
Genti?
it's Ashton Genty. That's the only one I worry about. But aside from that, I think everything else is solid. Honestly,
I would hope so, because we really need it.
We
But
need it,
yeah,
bro.
that was Boom or Bust for week 5. We hope you guys take our advice, and we hope it works out for you.
This week.
Yeah. But moving it on, we got a little extra for you. Plug in, pull out for week 5. I'm going to rattle off some names. You two are going to tell me whether or not you plug in or pull out. All right? Ready? First name, CJ Stroud versus the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm plugging in this week.
Plugging in this week.
I like it. I like it. Jordan Addison versus the Cleveland Browns.
Plug out.
Plugging in.
Pull out. Pull out. Against the Browns. I've been looking at the Browns defense. Even the game that Baltimore blew them out by like 40. And even the
Yeah,
game that
Devontae
the
Walker.
even the game, huh?
Yeah, Devontae Walker have
Right.
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. That is true, but that's like their 4th, 5th option that's playing.
True,
like
true,
you had
true.
Zay Flowers, obviously Addison. Even the game that Amon-Ra scored, they were like those 2
It
plays
looks
that are
like Carson
designed.
Wentz, though, is just there to just
Oh,
fling that bitch.
I love it. I love it. I just think this week, Jettis is going to get somewhat his touches. I know Denzel Ward's probably going to be on him, but I just don't see Addison having like a week like last week.
Yeah.
I think Addison's probably getting like 8, 9, if that's worth
fair,
a start.
fair. All right. Next player, we got Chase Brown versus the Detroit Lions.
Oh,
This is a
pull
sad
out
case.
immediately.
Pull out.
Sad case.
Anything with the Bengals, pull out. I'm sorry, bro.
Fuck,
Yeah,
do they
bro.
look bad. Next up, we got Rashad White versus Seattle Seahawks. First game is the premier back. Obviously, if Bucky Irving doesn't play, what are we going to do with him?
This one's tough.
Plug
because
in. Why not? Yeah.
If
plug in.
he's part of the pass game a lot more, so maybe plug in. Run game, probably not going to do that much against. I told you guys about the Seahawks. You guys saw it with Trey Benson. I told you guys.
He's never really been an efficient runner.
Yeah. So if he's part of that, if he's going to get a lot of those like screen passes, then yeah, I'll go plug in with it.
Yeah. That's a plug in.
Next up, we got a return game for Mr. Stephon Diggs, Mr. Two Baby Mamas versus the Buffalo Bills.
I'm plugging in. Listen, I know he got his first 100-yard game last week, but this is revenge game.
Hey, what do you say to Cardi? Let me heal you.
I think.
Let me fix you.
I think Drake May and everyone knows what's going on here.
I'm pulling out.
I don't think the Patriots are going to go into this game to win. I think
I'm pulling out, but like slight
pull up.
I'm slight. Like I'm really, really on the edge here, and I say.
I think 5 catches, 7 yards.
Maybe Stephon should pull out too, bro.
Hey, I
agree.
I think Stephon Diggs. That's a great idea. He's gonna be the new Phillip Rivers. 20 kids.
I actually don't have an answer. I actually don't have an answer for this one, bro.
I think Stephon Diggs is like a 5 catches, 70 yards.
However, I do like the way the Patriots looked, especially last week.
Drake
May's him, bro. I told you guys I'm high on Drake May. Drake May
looked excellent last week, brother.
No, Drake May looked great. I'm just still, I don't know.
Oh, I'm not sold. But if it could trend in the right direction, it trended in the right direction.
Where's the game, in Buffalo or New England?
I believe it's in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is, because that's when he's saying it's getting emotional. I don't know. I'd probably plug him into a flex. That's just me, though.
Next up, we got Michael Carter versus the Tennessee Titans.
Plug out.
Plug in. Anything against the Titans, just plug in, bro. Yeah, that team is so ass.
Yeah, I don't understand what the hype is between, or what the difference, the hype is with DeMercado. DeMercado has never been involved in the rushing game whatsoever.
So
He's always
you want to know what it is?
catching back.
It's literally that just stupid 60-yard touchdown that he broke like 2 tackles and then
Michael Carter was actually the starting running back last year when James Conner went down for a few games. He's actually been involved in the offense before, so I don't understand where this whole like DeMercado is going to be the RB1 here.
It's literally that glazing through.
It's going to be Michael Carter, but whether based off that, are we pulling out or plugging in if he gets the RB1 reps for Arizona?
Plug in, why not?
Plug in.
Alrighty. Next up, we got Emeka Egbuka versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Plug in. This is not.
I would like to note, guys, calm down. The Seattle Seahawks are the best defense in the NFL against wide receivers.
Oh shit!
Fantasy-wise as well.
Guess what? I saw you said I was gonna do the same shit.
I just wanted to know.
Hey, listen.
I just wanted to know.
They might be.
I don't give a fuck.
They allow the fewest points to fantasy wide receivers by a
You're right.
big margin.
You said the Seahawks, right?
I watched Ricky Pearsall eclipse 100 yards on 4 catches on that same fucking secondary.
Let's see. The Seahawks did that. The Seahawks did that against Week 1 against the San Francisco 49ers.
They didn't do that against us.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall had 100, right? Then the Seahawks go play.
Fuck them is crazy. That was like a neck and neck game.
And then
the game was closed, but I'm talking about the passing.
And then you got
game
the Seahawks playing the Pittsburgh Steelers that have fucking Calvin Austin as their fucking second wide receiver, okay? That of course are not going to get. Aaron Rodgers does not like throwing the ball past 10 yards, you know.
I'm just saying it's a depleted.
And then the Saints,
it's a depleted
Spencer
team.
Rattler. What's Spencer Rattler supposed to do?
It's a depleted team.
10 catches for 40 yards with Chris Olave.
It's a depleted team. That's all I'm saying. Chris Godwin is emerging as well. He got 10 targets. I know he didn't do anything with it, but Chris Godwin is starting to get his feet back in the lineup. I don't know. It's just something I thought I would mention. But if you guys want to plug him in, plug him in.
I got you with
5 words.
You don't got a fucking choice.
I got 5 words for you.
Are you plugging him in?
Plug in.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm pulling out this week. I actually benched him in one of my leagues.
Yusuf. 5 words. 5 words. Plug in Big Dick Baker.
Oh, of course, Big Dick Baker.
No, as in plug in Egbuka. Big Dick Baker is gonna sling that shit around.
Pause.
Hey, no pause on that, bro. Baker's that guy. Baker is that guy.
Darren Waller versus the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, speaking of big dicks.
Bro, what the fuck? Okay, see, that's a pause. That's out of pocket right there.
Pause what?
Speaking of big dicks, you're talking about
Darren Waller, baby.
Ask the Las Vegas
2 touchdown returns. How are we feeling about Darren Waller?
I said
tight end position.
Plug in just because it's the Panthers. Plug in just because it's the Panthers.
I say plug in on the fact that Tyreek Hill is literally dead. So.
Hey, and Tua loves his tight ends. I might add. He turned Jonnu Smith into fantasy relevancy last year for no reason.
And they're playing the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you guys this though. Darren Waller, keep an eye out. I think he will play, but Darren Waller was questionable on the fantasy, but I think he'll play.
Yeah. All right, that's gonna do
Did
it for plug-in. Go ahead.
Justin's quote today.
Who, Darren Waller? Did he make another song?
Yeah. No, they asked him like, how did it feel to get those 2 touchdowns? He said like, I don't know, I don't remember what was happening out there. I felt like I was on drugs.
What the
By the way,
He would know what
Darren
that
Waller
feels
is,
like.
Yeah, he's a recovering drug addict. So for
What was
those
it,
of you that
heroin?
I don't know what the
They
fuck
found
it
him in
was.
his
It was
car.
Crack or some shit?
Or on the Ravens, they found him in his
He was
car.
shooting something up, right?
Yeah.
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 Well, nice to see you back. Hopefully you don't go to the spoon anytime soon. But topic number 5, baby. We are moving on. This is a segment that we did, I believe, last week, right?
Yeah, I love this segment.
It's time to have a combo about ... So we're going to present a few topics here, and we're going to have a little discussion. The first one on the board. It's time to have a convo about Puka Nacua.
Oh boy.
Is he the best wide receiver in football?
Yes, sir.
And I would like to note the comparisons between him and Cooper Kupp's Triple Crown season are scary close. I think Puka is outpacing him in yards and catches. The only thing he's missing is touchdowns. Targets have been through the fucking roof. But let me just pose this question. Is Puka Nacua the best wide receiver in football?
As
Absolutely.
of now, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to deny him right now. The guy, is this his 3rd year?
Third.
Yes.
Yeah, 3rd year, yeah.
It's his 3rd year in the NFL.
Third or 4th?
No, it's third.
Yeah, 3rd.
He played 7 games last year.
He literally, I don't think he's gotten he's gotten better. Every single year he's gotten better.
He's a
Even
dog,
the
bro.
fact that he only played 7 games last year, he looked great. He played on 2 teams with other receivers that look like they're going to be wide receiver ones, and Devontae Adams and Cooper Kupp. He's bro.
I'm honestly
it's
running out
clear.
of words to describe him because
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it truly doesn't make any sense.
It really does not make
he
sense.
is very talented, and he does have Matthew Stafford, he is a good quarterback, but what he loves to do is feed the shit out of his wide receiver one. He's done that his entire career. So I can't say it's a shock, but the numbers he is putting up are pretty fucking shocking.
It's insane, bro.
Yeah,
There's only
bro.
2 things that ever Puka concerned me about. Was number 1 is just his health, because he does have a history of getting injured.
Yeah.
As long as he stays healthy, there's no shock to what he's doing. Because like you look at all these weeks he's played, like Cooper DeJean that we talk about, that's been a stud. Like he was making Cooper DeJean look like Cooper DeJean was a 7th round corner. Okay, he's been cooking every team he's been playing. He's making the corner look retarded. So
I have a couple over-unders for you guys.
He made Cooper DeJean look white.
I have a couple over-unders for you guys, all right? We're going to go over-under 115 catches this year.
what's he at right now?
Over.
Do you think he gets over 115?
Was that Cooper Kupp's Triple Crown number?
That would be just under 10 catches a game. No, Cooper Kupp
I'd
had
say
more, I
over.
believe. I think Cooper Kupp had like 100.
Oh, he's already at 42 and 4. You said 115? Over.
Oh, bro. Over.
Bro,
Yeah.
he's already at 42 in 4
Okay.
games. And he missed some of the, I forgot which game when he got that little concussion. I think it was against the Titans.
Over under 1,800 yards.
Under.
500.
I mean, he's already at 500 through 4.
Yeah, 503.
But
you
not
said.
by a lot. Under, but
From a
not by a lot.
16-game standpoint, that's 2,000 plus yards.
But is it
which
going to
is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. I think 1,650.
You know what? Fuck it. Over.
I'm going
not?
over because I want to see it.
I want to see
I want to
it.
see
I
it
want to
happen.
see 2,000
But the Rams
yards.
schedule does get a little tougher as the weeks go. But I still think that's not going to change the fact that
I think he's
gonna get
matchup
fed.
proof, to be honest.
That's what I'm
with you.
saying. He's going to still go off. But
All right, over under 6 touchdowns. The end
Over.
zone is looking like the rough part.
it is, but over.
Over. Yeah, he'll get it at some point. There's gonna be a game where he has more than one for sure, and that'll blow him out of the water. So over.
You're saying catching touchdowns or just total? Because he had a rushing touchdown. against the
Receiving
Titans.
touchdown.
Receiving,
Receiving.
yeah. Over 6.
Over. Yeah.
All right. That concludes Puka Nacua. Next up, it's time to have a conversation about Jackson Dart and what's truly been the issue with the Giants all this time. So it's kind of double-sided. Would you guys like to give your thoughts on White Boy of the Year and his debut against my Los Angeles Chargers? Any things you liked, any things you didn't like, what he can improve on, what he's already good at? Please.
before we get started to this, was that post he been doing about Madison Beer? Is that real or is that AI?
I honestly can't confirm whether or
Is
not
that
it's real.
because that's
Bro,
fucking bold. Before
I
a
thought
game,
it was so real before like the game when Isaiah sent it, and I went on Twitter and everyone was like saying, "Oh, you're getting senteled, you're getting senteled." So I was like, "Okay, it's fake." But then the week goes on, and like I'm starting to see more people and more bigger accounts talk about like how he posted that shit and then deleted it.
and then you got him
And then I
a
also
couple
saw
months
an
ago
interview
at
from, like,
Fanatics. Yep, he
yeah,
said,
he
"Who's your
said
celebrity
Madison Beer was a
crush?"
celebrity
Madison
crush.
Beard at Fanatics Fest.
So I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know if anybody that's following Jackson Dart can confirm whether or not that was actually real. But like, yeah,
I think
don't
the true MVP of that game was Scataboo.
know. 100%.
Scatabo.
Scatabo.
Even though he did not get the boom that I was talking about,
He's still a tank though.
he was fantastic
yeah.
that game.
But there's something truly wrong with him.
No,
Yeah,
he chews on glass for breakfast. That guy's not normal, bro.
He's gonna have the best 3-year career the NFL has ever seen.
He
Bro, he was running so hard for no reason. It looked like he was headhunting with the ball in his hand. It makes no sense. And I know he's been doing that since high school. It's just fucking hilarious to watch. But he was my MVP for that game. Jackson Dart, I think he barely had 100 yards passing, if that. And I know you can contribute a lot of that to Malik going down. But regardless, not the best passing performance. I would like to see him kind of... His decision-making, however...
was smart. And
was
what
very
he doesn't
smart,
get credit
especially in
enough
the
for, though,
fourth.
is... It's like you're saying, like, his thought process, though, like, reading the defense in a way, because we talked about the Chargers don't have no, like, BS defense.
No.
That's a good
it's
defense.
real.
And that might attribute a little to why he didn't throw for so much because of how good your secondary is. But, like, we don't talk about that 4th and 1. You do say it's a yard, and we talk about the tush push and all these. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch that clip. Like, that is underappreciated.
No, it's...
To go in on one side as a quarterback, get stuffed in, retreat 360, make it to the other end, going through like a 245 linebacker coming in full speed to knock your ass out, and you go get that yard. If not, it was more than a yard. He got like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
that was underappreciated. And then let alone obviously that
what
that QB draw that got him the touchdown too.
That's what Jackson Dart is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Russell Wilson wasn't. But I want to kind of shift this over to the Giants now, because we got to see Jackson Dart in a game, and then we got to see Russell Wilson. Obviously, we saw it last year. I just want to really pick your guys' brains because we haven't discussed them really this year. What do you think the issue has been with the Giants?
2 things.
Whether or not it's still happening or whether or not it's gone now with Jackson Dart, what was the issue?
2 things.
It was never the quarterback.
It was never the quarterback. Obviously, we see that with Daniel Jones now. We see with anyone that's played. Even Russell Wilson.
Is it DeBall?
It's the coach, DeBall, and it's that fucking front office. I want to stop with this. They always have good talent. They've had Odell Beckham Jr. in the past. They've had Victor Cruz, or Vinny Cruz, whatever, Victor Cruz. And they've had Saquon. Like, I still don't get how you let go of Saquon Barkley the way they did. But it's like you have all this talent. There's no excuse.
Just the fact that he wanted to stay.
That's what hurts even more.
It's
you know
so
what I mean?
Crazy.
The fact that they go pass up. I'm not mad at obviously them getting Malik Neighbors because you see the talent Malik Neighbors
Fantastic draft.
Fantastic. But it's like
They draft excellent.
they draft excellent. You know what I mean? I'm not holding them like obviously the fact that they just got Dart now. They probably had envisioned like, okay, we'll get a quarterback next year. Just suck it up for this year. But like they could have got Jaden Daniels, right? And again, I don't want to be one of those guys that starts dick riding Jaden Daniels. I think Jaden Daniels is glazed a lot more than what he really is. Like if you really look at, I don't want to go into Washington now because I know we're talking about the Giants. But like you look at Jaden Daniels.
This, Yusuf.
Yusuf, I'm gonna tell you this. You watch that whole year. There was so many games that the Commanders should have lost that week 1.
But they won.
They won, but it wasn't like he's the reason they won.
Imagine, we could say the same about your Eagles this year.
Hey,
True.
whoa.
Very true.
We're just going to forget about that second half, down 30 against the Rams.
Can we
We're
acknowledge
going
the
to
fact
forget
that you were
about
down
the second
30?
half. Let's talk about the second half this week where your quarterback
He
did
got
not
concussed.
a
I
single
promise you
pass.
he was not the same after he got concussed.
He
I
went
literally told
0
you.
for
I said,
8.
you saw me when we were watching the game together. I told you.
Brother.
He got concussed. I was like, who's like the doctor's going to get fired, bro. Jalen Hurts didn't even know what down it
Those
was.
targets to AJ Brown were fucking
Atrocious.
abysmal.
No, I think that's the offensive coordinator situation.
Yeah, I think they're setting up AJ Brown.
But I think back to
They
the
are.
Giants though, since we're talking about the Giants, I do think it's really just the coaching. I think they have the talent there. That defensive line is like fucking. You can't tell me that's not the best defensive line right now in the league.
Yeah.
And it's talent wise.
Yeah.
It's up there. If it's not the best,
That's
it's
what I'm
up
saying.
there.
It's up there, right? Offense, same thing. It's like obviously if Malik Neighbors there, Wan'Dale Robinson's a stud. Like you got weapons there, so there should be no reason why you guys are not performing the way you are. Because it's not the quarterback. Daniel Jones is doing fine where he's at. I know Russell Wilson's not the same as
It
old
might just
Russ,
be the
but
culture, bro.
it could be something like that.
the
That's
end
what I'm
of the
saying.
day.
That comes to the front office though. That starts with
Well, it comes to
GM.
the
Starts with
front
GM.
office. It starts there, but I think the ball has completely lost the locker room. I think he's
100%.
confused. He doesn't know how to keep the locker room. I don't know, Yusuf. You had something to say about it. What do you think of the Giants and what their issue is?
It was never the quarterback because obviously you could see Daniel Jones has been balling. Like balling. Even against the Rams, he was balling. Like,
I mean,
he
Shane
had a really good
Steichen.
game.
Shane Steichen's a QB whisperer as well. I don't know if I want to contribute. You know,
Hey, bro, no. Like, come on. The guy was dead in the water competing with Anthony Richardson for a quarterback job. They sent him to Indianapolis to die. They really did. They sent him there to die. And he's revived his career. Like,
well, the
obviously,
Vikings
yes.
sent him there.
The Vikings sent, yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
But that's because obviously the success that the Vikings
The
did get.
guy, bro, he's revived his career. I understand Shane Steichen is a quarterback whisperer, but he's revived his career. It's no joke. You saw Russell Wilson throw for a career high in yards in his fucking 15th year in the NFL just a couple of weeks ago. And it's not like Russell Wilson has been fucking god awful the entire season. He hasn't been good. He's been bad.
Yeah.
The numbers obviously look worse than what he actually really was. But it's not a quarterback issue. And like I'm glad they got Jackson Dart. I think he's the breath of fresh air they need. He's the mobility they need. He can run the ball. Obviously, you could see that.
Well, I
He
heard
gives
the
that
locker
little-
room as a whole was more disappointed that they didn't go with Jameis Winston.
They love
They
James.
went with Jackson over Jameis, and
But-
I heard the
because-
locker room.
yeah, because-
he's the locker room favorite.
That's what I'm saying. It's also because Jameis has that personality. Like you guys see the videos of Jameson. Like he's the
Yeah.
funniest guy ever. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
he brings
bro,
that
like-
culture.
Let me play devil's advocate here. Okay, let me just be the asshole. I'm gonna be straight up. Like Jameis Winston is one of the coolest guys to ever play in the NFL.
But he's ass.
It's clear he's a fantastic teammate to have. There's no doubt about it. Let's go. Let me remind you guys, this is the same quarterback that threw for 30 touchdowns and 30 picks in a year.
you don't need to
And
remind
then,
us that.
and then at the end of the season, he sat there and said, if I didn't throw those 30 picks, I'm the best quarterback in the NFL. Well, motherfucker, you did. So
No
let's
shit,
just not.
Sherlock.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He goes and blames it on his eyes and his vision. He has eye surgery, comes back, starts balling, tears his ACL, and ever since then he hasn't been the same. So let's keep it a buck about Jameis Winston,
Yeah.
bro. He's not
No,
good.
I don't disagree with you, but
I know.
the Giants locker.
But that's what it's,
room,
what
I
the
know,
Giants
I
really
know, I
need.
get-
I think what the Giants need, Yusuf, is something like a Harbaugh. Like literally come in there. Like
They need
we
no.
need-
They need to prioritize the running game. The running game has been fucking shit since
and they
Saquon
got
Barkley left.
Scatterboo.
Scatterboo.
They got Scatterboo, who looks like he's a demon.
Tyrone
They got a
Tracy
good,
ass.
nice young mobile quarterback in Jackson Dart, who's gonna change the culture. They need to fix up
Malik
the.
Neighbors.
They had Malik Neighbors, but he'll be back next
Yeah.
year. They have a good receiving core. They have
Yeah.
Wan'Dale Robinson,
Slayton
Darius
is still
Slayton.
there. Yep.
Theo Johnson's a great tight end, by the way. I think he's got very, very high upside. But fix that O line, get a new offensive coordinator, get a new head coach. It just needs to be a culture change in that organization.
Slowly
And then
build up.
change your field.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, the Chargers are living proof of that, though. The Chargers
Yeah,
look
they
like
are.
absolute dog shit the last like 6-7 years, and you start seeing every year that they go, it's like little improvements. Okay, you go get a receiver in Ladd McConkey and Quentin Johnson. I know Quentin Johnson was like a downside. Now he's doing good, but
But it's also the idea.
you go get an O line, Joe Alt. You go get a running
What
back.
I'm saying is like a lot of teams struggle, especially the big market teams. A lot of big teams struggle with like the patience factor of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
It's
What
like,
the
that's like the
Chargers have
Lakers. That's
built-
literally the Lakers for you. It's always
I know.
the Lakers and Knicks for some reason, because obviously the big market. Lakers, Knicks, it's always we got to win every year. It's championship or bust every single year.
But the thing about the Giants is they clearly do not have a roster that can go out and win now.
100%.
So what the fuck is the rush?
That's my
You
point.
know what I mean?
And that all comes down to what we're saying is obviously the guys up there. So
That's a fantastic point that you brought up because the thing that I think is the issue with the Giants in whole, I can finally put into words, is they lack patience. They've lacked patience ever since Eli Manning has been gone. It's been tough. And I understand the heartbreak and the like rage as a Giants fan that I would have because it feels like your front office trying to speed run something that's just never going to happen.
and
But
can I show you guys this real quick? The
Real
Giants,
quick, then we got to
Yeah.
move on. What's up?
the Giants next 5 games. The aside from the Saints, that's this week. The Eagles twice in 3 weeks. The Denver Broncos, San Francisco 49ers, the Packers and Lions back to back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, none of us
Oh,
have
no.
the Giants as a
Yeah,
playoff
no.
team. This
I'm
year.
just telling you, like that's
We-
where I don't get the patience.
We knew they had the hardest schedule entering the NFL this year. So it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's move on
Anyway.
though. Speaking
Yeah.
speaking of doing really ass, we got the Ravens. I think it's time to have a conversation about the Ravens. We talked a little bit about them last week, and we talked about how they're the definition of insanity. Not much changed, obviously. They looked fucking pitiful.
Atrocious. No, not
Atrocious against the Kansas City Chiefs, who were 1-2. And now they got no Lamar for 3 weeks max.
the quitter.
We could be looking at a Baltimore Ravens who could be 1-5 coming out of the bye week. That's where we're at.
I'm
So
not shocked at all, bro.
I think I'm gonna make this quick, right? Yusuf, fire or keep
Oh, murder.
We've been saying this
Murder.
for long.
Sean
Please.
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh had to have been gone from so long.
We're just gonna keep it going
No.
throughout the weeks, just so that we can promote
Fire.
this.
Fire immediately.
Immediately fired.
I can't say the word I want to
Immediately
use right now.
fired.
Is that the good start that the Ravens
Bro,
need?
come on, bro. I don't care how well you do it. You can make the playoffs this year. You could win a playoff game.
You can win the Super Bowl this year. I don't care.
You can
You
no.
still have-
No. You can reach the AFC title game, and if you don't win, you should be fired immediately. There's no way about it. I'm sorry.
Well, how about this? Do the Ravens make the playoffs this year?
Here's what I'll say.
Their division's
What do I
ass.
say?
No, just a
If.
yes or no. A yes or no. No ifs, no buts, no ands. Just yes or no.
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm gonna say yes.
I think
have-
they
here's-
missed the
here's my thing.
playoffs. And I think,
I think-
that is what is really the nail in the coffin for John.
Bro, you also got to look at who's in their division, bro. It's really just
Bro,
the Steelers. that they
Bengals.
compete with.
Bengals were about to be. The Bengals were about to be. What is it? 3.
Boys, they're 1-3.
Okay.
We're not talking about.
And do you know
Zay,
who's
Zay,
the
Zay,
first
Zay,
place
Zay,
team?
Zay, Zay, let me-
Who's the first
okay.
team? Who's the first place team?
I'm
Who's the
gonna-
first place team?
I'm
Steelers.
gonna,
Steelers.
I'm gonna
Right?
play
What's the record?
They're going to win the division.
Question for you. What's the record?
The Steelers?
Yeah.
2-2.
2-2, and they have looked absolute dog shit this entire year. Okay,
And the Ravens
The
have looked
Bengals-
better?
No, that's not what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is the Bengals have zero upside.
Mind
throughout
you,
the
we're
year.
not even talking about the fact that they're not going to have Lamar Jackson for 3 weeks.
Okay,
So
that's
all
fine.
right.
But again, look who
that
they're
could
playing.
easily be 3 more losses on
Okay,
top of 1-3.
1-6. I think they still make it. As soon as the Steelers get to the 8th win, the Steelers are going to lose 8 straight games because that's what Mike Tomlin.
Oh
That's
no,
what Mike Tomlin cares about.
no. Okay, here's what I'll say. They really need to only win one game without Lamar for me to think that they genuinely have a chance. Let me play devil's advocate yet again, okay? And this is we were just talking about fucking strength of schedule, right? This is fucking awful for the first 4 weeks. Talk about a gauntlet. Week
see
1,
who-
Buffalo
Ravens?
in Buffalo.
It's bad. It's really
Week
bad.
2, Cleveland at home, you beat them. Week 3, Detroit Lions. Week 4, Kansas City Chiefs. Bro, that's brutal. You got the Texans coming up; they're struggling, but
They're a tough
again,
one, though,
not-
still.
Yeah, very tough. You got the Rams. You got the Bears.
Why do you say the Bears like that? The Bears?
The Bears again, tough
Shit.
defense, bro. That's a tough game.
I don't think
That's
I
a
still-
tough
The Bears
game.
are a tough. They are a tough game.
I think Cooper
Whether you
They're
want to
not-
and
admit it or
the
not.
games in Baltimore too. I think Cooper Rush is more than enough for the Ravens. To
No,
to go
bro,
in this
that's
game.
my thing. It's
If
like
Lamar wasn't, why is
I-
Cooper Rush?
Huh?
I'm
If Lamar
being
wasn't,
harsh.
why is
To
Cooper
beat the
Rush?
Bears?
No, just to win games in general. They're
win
1-3 with Lamar
1-3.
Jackson.
2 of the games
I'm
are
being
fucking Derrick
harsh.
Henry's fault for freaking fumbling.
I have been.
There's no one
harsh.
to blame
I have
but
been
Derrick Henry.
harsh. I have been harsh. That is an awful gauntlet to go through in your first 4 weeks
Yes.
in the NFL season.
With the, and
really
I'm not
is
going to
very
excuse this
bad.
because look at the 49ers that have
But you are
no one.
you are a premier contender in the league.
I agree. Listen.
Why can't you go
Listen.
out and be at
I-
least 2-2?
Listen, let me tell you this. I love Lamar, but don't get me wrong. These last 3 days, you can ask any of my boys. I've been on the Lamar hate watch because they keep saying Lamar's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts, and I don't care what anyone says. That is false right now.
Shut the
No,
fuck
it's
up.
not.
This is false. This is false.
Shut the fuck
Lamar
up.
Jackson is
Lamar
miles
Jackson
better than Jalen
Lamar
Hurts,
Jackson.
brother.
Until I see Lamar Jackson win, I don't care about no defense, no running back, Saquon, nothing. Until I see Lamar Jackson.
We got to get off this shit.
Hey,
We gotta stop.
until just listen. Until I see Lamar Jackson throw for 370 yards toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl or an AFC Championship or in a playoff game, I don't want to hear shit. I do not want to hear shit.
Eat shit and die.
Hey,
All right, moving on.
Move
We got to
on.
move on. We got to move on. All right, next up, this is the last topic on the list because I'm not going to spend an ounce of my fucking time
just
talking
we already
about the last
talked
one.
about it, bro.
We got Tyreek Hill. It's time to
Oh,
have
it's
a
over.
conversation about Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins.
It's done.
Yeah, his career's over or his Dolphins' career is over.
I think both.
Both.
By the way, I've never seen someone happier
You saw
in
that he's
my
like in
life
the
get
ambulance on the
injured.
phone on the ambulance laughing and everything on the FaceTime.
I've
Dude
never
had-
seen some. He is literally psychotic.
He had one of the worst injuries I've ever watched in NFL history, and then proceeded to laugh and clap, saying "Yes." as he's being
Did y'all see
stretchered
Tua?
off.
Did you guys see Tua's post game?
That's CTE, bro. Talking about, I want to thank God for keeping us all safe.
For the most part.
That organization
Bro,
is a
Tua-
dumpster fire.
Listen,
if I've ever
listen.
seen
I'm
one.
gonna keep this plain and simple, so we don't spend time on this.
God.
Dolphins, fire your front office, fire your health and strength conditioning
Dude,
coaches.
Mike McDaniel looks high.
Yeah, fire Mike
He looks
McDaniel.
high as shit.
Go get a quarterback that's not Tua Tungala CTE
Tagovailoa.
Lola CTE. That's what I'm gonna call Tua
Would turn the ball
CTE.
over.
Okay, you literally have a chain that we're just wasting his career.
Mm-hmm.
You got Waddle. I get it, he gets hurt, but Waddle's still Waddle. I just don't see what we're doing here. Like, go get a quarterback.
It's just a fall from grace.
Go get a coach. Go
Insane.
get something, bro.
Literally insane.
This
We're
is
talking about a
team that won
Tyreek
11
Hill.
games
We're talking about a Tyreek Hill who was voted the best player in the NFL 2 years
Yeah.
ago. The best fucking player. You know how crazy that is, bro?
Man.
Yep.
It's just crazy to me, man. Maybe
This is a team that won. They made the playoffs. They won 11 games 2 years ago.
Hey, but karma's a bitch though. Stop beating women. How about that?
Yeah.
You know, maybe stop doing that.
Shit, we could say that. Hey, what's his name? Akeem Talib said that the other day. He said that shit today.
Stop putting hands on women. Stop having children. You know what I mean?
Just play football. Just play
football.
Just play football. Broke his child's arm, has 10 baby mamas, beats up on all his bitches, and then quiets them with hush money.
Yep.
And then goes and plays football. Next thing you know, his knee did a 180, 360, whatever
Yeah,
you want
man,
to call it.
maybe find Jesus.
Or
Something.
God.
Do something.
Some-
Find a
something.
hobby. Read a book.
Read a book. Tell AJ.
Yeah.
I don't think he can.
Try.
Probably rips the book and pay like just.
Just do what you haven't been doing. Try.
But if this is the end of Tyreek Hill, let me just say, what a career, bro. Like, this is one of the greatest receivers I've ever watched play a football game. And it's probably one of the most athletically gifted individuals in professional sports. I
Extremely.
mean, bro, the shit that we saw him do in Kansas City and the one season that we saw him have that extreme outbreak in Miami, those two alone, like he's been one of the greatest receivers of all time. There's no two ways about it. So
Yeah, short-lived,
It's
but certainly
unfortunate.
one of the best.
yeah, it's unfortunate that it has to come to an end like this. It's not over. Obviously, we don't know what his plans are, but no one ever comes back from that the same. Just ask Nick Chubb. You saw his knee injury when he was in college. He has not been the same.
Especially for someone who relies on his speed the way that
Literally.
Tyreek does.
Yep.
Tearing every single possible ligament in your leg is pretty fucking horrible. But
Yep.
thank you, Tyreek Hill, for all the memories. We'll appreciate what you've done. I mean, probably more so you two than me because I'm a Chargers fan. But yeah, that's going to do it for It's Time to Have a Convo About.
You think? Hold on, wait. You think I'm gonna appreciate him more?
More than me, probably.
I saw my team lose a Super Bowl to this fucker. You guys never even had a chance.
All right, my bad. My bad.
two Super Bowl. Oh well, he was on the second team, but
My bad.
regardless,
Let's move on. Last topic of the show. We got our game of the week. I'll start us off. I got the Chargers and Commanders because honestly, the slate of games is
horrible this week.
I don't know what the NFL is doing right now. But
This
my
week is
God,
probably one of the worst weeks.
schedule makers were on literal methamphetamines when they made the schedule. But yeah, I got the Chargers winning this one, 23-19. I see a bounce back game. I think it'll be a like neck and neck battle though, especially with the return of Jaden Daniels. But I think that I don't know. I just don't see the same. Maybe aura would be the word with the Commanders this year.
Yeah.
They are able to stay in games, but I just don't think they got enough, especially against the Chargers. I think Herbo has a bounce back game. I loved what I saw from Hampton as well.
Oh,
What a
bro.
dog.
He's a dog.
holy shit.
But yeah, I got the Chargers going to 4-1 on the season.
My second
Fantastic.
game. For mine, I got the Rams and Niners. Obviously, we just talked about the slate of games that are just absolute awful.
The score though,
I did switch. So I originally did pick the Rams and Niners guys earlier. I thought it was going to be a good game because Niners-Rams is always a banger, especially when it's San Fran's second home right here.
it could still be.
It could still be. It's a division game, guys. Division games always never go as planned. You know, they're
Yeah.
always the
Anyway,
scariest
Rams
games.
by 28.
Exactly. So I got the score Rams 31, Niners 13. You know, I would have had a little closer, but the Niners are, signing UPS drivers to join in the squad for this week. So
fucking dark.
Man, Yusuf, tomorrow I wouldn't tune in tomorrow, Yusuf.
3-2 now, bro.
I gotta drive to New Jersey, so I'm all right. I'm not gonna be watching the game tomorrow, so I'm sleeping early. I gotta drive at 3 a.m. on Friday, so I'm gonna be fine. I'm not gonna watch the game. I'm gonna save myself the headache. I'll be perfect.
Smart.
I'll be
That's
sending
smart.
you all the
You guys
highlights.
let me know.
Just wait for Adam Schefter's Bleacher Report tweet. Rams 54, Niners 2 on a last second safety that the Rams ran in so they don't punt the ball.
If we manage to win that game,
that'll be
we're going to the bowl.
We're
going to the bowl.
Okay, now you need to shut the hell up.
We're going to the bowl.
You win that game, it might be the greatest.
Suck me dry.
We'll give you guys a trophy. How about that for winning that game?
Yeah, I'll make a trophy for you, Yusuf. Give us your game of the week. Yusuf closes out.
I got Eagles Broncos. I got the Eagles winning 24-21. I think it's going to be a defensive battle just a little bit until like that late second half.
And the Eagles pull it out like they always do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Right.
somehow, right? I think it's going to be a battle between Cortland Sutton. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Bo Nix might have finally his breakout game of the season. He's been struggling so far. I don't want to say struggling.
Accuracy issues. Really?
Yeah, it's just his selection hasn't been great in terms of passing the ball. But I'm excited to see Pat Surtain versus AJ Brown.
Are we really though? Like, is AJ even gonna get the ball?
That's fair. I'm excited to see Quinyon Mitchell versus Cortland Sutton.
That's gonna be
I'm
weird.
excited to see these defenses just battle it out. Sean Payton, the freaking horrible human being that he is, against Sirianni, the cringe human being that he is. So
That's the real terrorist.
Right.
That's the real
Oh
terrorist.
no,
right
he
there.
is a terrorist.
Sean Payton is a horrible human being. Horrible human being.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. I got the Eagles edging out 24-21. I think they'll have a field goal late in the game, and then the Broncos will have a possession with a chance to come back and win or tie. But they won't be able to get it done. Eagles defense with a nice stand at the end. We'll see.
Eagles are the
Good
2024 Chiefs, bro.
Yep.
Just find ways to win because of
Yep.
experience and
That's what great teams do, bro. That's what great teams do. They find ways to win games, and this
As
is I think
ugly
one
as
of
it
those
is.
situations.
Anyway, this has been Isaiah.
This has been Yusuf.
It's been Majid.
It's been very nice having you guys here. This is Pick 6, Episode 7, going into Week 5. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for supporting. You know where to find us. You know the drill. Click the link in the description. It's our link tree. You can find us on every social possible. We are on Spotify, and we are on YouTube if you are watching us live now. So please go back, support. We love every single one of you guys, and we will see you guys next week as always. Deuces.